Today our topic is concept of education. It is very difficult to define education in precise terms. Educationists and thinkers have defined it in different ways according to their thoughts. If we look at the definitions of Socrates up to Plato and John Dewey up to Gandhi, education has been defined in a different way according to their own thoughts. In broader sense, we can say education is the overall development of all the powers of human beings, the powers of social, physical, intellectual, spiritual, and aesthetic. That is, it's all development of an individual. It is the development of the social thinking, the physical ability, the intellectual power, the spiritual realization, and aesthetic ability. There are so many other definitions of education. If we define education narrowly, that means the narrow definition of education is when a boy is going to school, or when we make our boy to join the school, then he completes their a particular syllabus at a particular place, and the time is prescribed there. That means going and joining our boy to the school and learning there the art of reading, writing, and arithmetic is the narrow definition of education. That means when we narrowly conceive the education, we can say that when a person is able to read, write, and calculate something, then he is educated. But when we broadly define education, we define education as it's a lifelong experience which begins from the birth of an individual and continues to its death. That means whatever we learn in our life, the good and bad experiences, is education. According to Damwile, he said that education of an individual begins from the cradle and ends up to the grave. That means lifelong process. According to Lodge said that biting of mosquito, eating of lemon, falling in love, and other experiences of life, all is education. That means in broader sense, we can say that education is modification of behavior. Now, what is the modification of behavior? The modification of behavior is when our thinking capacity, feeling capacity changes, our action changes. In other sense, we can say broadly, when we define education, it is education is power. Education is power. Now you know what is power? It's actually controlling the things. Now education is power. How education is the power? Let us prove that education is the power. Education always leads to information. That means, I will give you an example, dear students. If you have a bike and you are not able to drive the bike, then suppose here is tomorrow is your birthday and your father gifted you a bike. You will become happy, but at the same time you will become sad because you are not you are not aware how to ride the bike. You want to take this bike to the college, but you are unaware how to ride it. Then what you will do? You will consult the expert, and when you will being the expert, he will come there and he will first of all give the knowledge related to bike. That means information related to bike. That is what's clutch, what is gear, how the light is lit, where you have to blow the horn, how you have to ride on the bike, where you have to change the gear. That means the process of education begins. What you will got? First-hand information. After that, when you will get information related to the various parts of the bike, then you will get knowledge. That means information leads to knowledge. When information leads to knowledge, then after knowledge, what? Then in your brain, a picture will be formed. You will become aware. A shape will be formed in your brain of the bike at the various spots, and your mind will do command to your body parts. That means which thing you have to apply on which part of the bike. Then this knowledge, when you will practically apply it, it will become power. What kind of power? The power to ride and to control your bike. Now you can take your bike to the college. What happened to you? Your body organs are same. Your mind is same. But simply you learn to ride the bike. That means you have achieved education. You have achieved power. That is why education is power. It brings you to control. It makes you to control the various things of the world. So in concluding of today's lecture, we become aware that education is the modification of behavior. Education is the power. It helps us to control various things of the world. It enriches us socially, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and aesthetically. It becomes us man. So education is life. Life is education. Thanks.